Today, I want to talk about the difference between interacting with unbelievers and being on the same yoke with them. I want to use this familiar story in the Bible that almost everybody knows. That story between Jesus and that woman that came to draw water from the well. You know, when Jesus met that woman, Jesus knew who the woman was, but he interacted with the woman by telling the woman who she is. But he was not on the same yoke with the woman. So the woman know that she has seen a Messiah. She went to the word, and what did she say? She preached the gospel, and she said to the world, I've seen a Messiah. I have seen a Messiah today. So let me now bring it down to a layman understanding. Now, this interaction have to do with the physical, what everybody sees when they see you in the midst of unbelievers, and they will judge you and they'll try to condemn you. They'll not even know whether you are interacting with them or you are on the same yoke with them. Then, to my understanding, the yoke has to do with your spiritual life, your private life, how you live your private life. Now, just as I've said, the interacting or interaction with unbelievers means a physical where people see you and something like that. Then when it's come with based on the same yoke with unbelievers, this is what I understand because this one is private. Okay, maybe they don't see you with unbelievers, but in your private life, maybe where you live, that only God can see you. The questions I want to ask you, and which represents the yoke of a Christian or the duty of a Christian, is in your private life, did you lie? In your private life or being on the same yoke with unbeliever, do you help with the help of God or you help with the help of interest? Do you love with the love of God or you love with the love of interest? Did you collect bribe in your office to cover up certain things or to sweep some cases under the carpet? I want you to be implying those things that I'm mentioning to to yourself. Do you fornicate? Do you commit adultery? These are some of the characteristics of a Christian. And then, because these ones are not popular or are not open, some people, when they see people interacting with people of the world, they condemn them. But then in their private life, if you check it, you know that, oh gosh, what am I trying to say? Let's stop the hypocritic life and live the real, genuine Christian life. Nobody sees you, nobody sees me, but God sees all of us. I keep telling people, you can't deceive God because he knows who you are. You can't cheat devil because he does not know who you are, but he sees what you do. What I mean is he does not know who you are. He cannot predict your future or anything. He does not see the real inner of you. But anything you display outside, he marks it and he doesn't forget it. And you cannot lie to yourself. These three personalities that are real. So you have to be careful. You don't live your life to please people. But if you want to live your life to please God, then live it to please Him. Indeed. You know, one of my assignments on earth is to interact with the unbelievers, but never on the same yoke with them. And then allow them to see the work of my Father, the work of Christ in me. So nobody should distract me. I am doing my part. You can also do your part. So interacting with unbelievers and not being on the same yoke with them is a kind of technical work. It's a work that I wouldn't want to welcome distraction. Nobody should distract me. Allow me to obey my spirit and do what I'm asked to do. Another thing I want to say about interacting with unbelievers and living on the same yoke with them is, if you know you are a baby Christian, then I advise you don't interact with them, because they may convert you or you may go back to your vomit. But for some of us, like our strong in our Christian faith, we have know what we stand for. We know that no rain comes whatsoever, sun, we are still Jesus babies. We don't care. But if you know that you are not strong yet, then I advise you don't even interact with them. You stay under the teachings of Jesus by and learn from them, either by reading the Bible or listening to the people you really trust. So if you're not strong, like some of us, don't even interact with unbelievers. But for some of us, I don't even care what people say, because I know I am on a mission. So with even if I'm interacting with unbelievers, I know my gain, I know my plans, I know my destination. I know what I'm doing. I can interact with them, but never ever on the same yoke with them. I'm not saying it to please anybody. I am telling you who I am and what I'm doing.